Western Conference Finals, Game 1 on Wednesday in Minneapolis at Target Center. Minnesota Timberwolves hosting Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and the what's it called? The Dallas Mavericks. Uh I think this series is going to be a long series.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it going 7. I don't think it will go 7. I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Timberwolves at 6. I think they have more size, Pauls. I think that this is a better defensive team. And even though the Mavericks are in this position right now, the Mavericks got a little bit of Clippers on them. The Mavericks got a little bit of Clippers on them. The way they be giving up leads and stuff like that. You know, they went against Clippers in the first round, so you couldn't beat the Masters. You can't outclip the Clippers. But in the second round, OKC was too young to really capitalize off the mistakes that the Mavericks made. So I do think that Anthony Edwards is going to have a big series. I think Rudy Gobert is going to have a big series. And I think Karl-Anthony Towns, as we always say, if he can stay in foul trouble, he'll be good. But the X factor here is Kyrie Irving. If Kyrie Irving can have a great series, then that kind of changes things a little bit. He was okay in this series against OKC. Pav, how you see this West Conference Finals going?
This is gonna be real hoop hours, but I'm going with Minnesota in 6. I think the advantages that the Mavericks have had the past 2 series they won't have against the Timberwolves. Like I think the Timberwolves are better defensively, even though Dallas, for whatever reason, just became the 2004 Detroit Pistons for half of the playoffs. I don't know when fucking PJ Washington became Tayshaun Prince and could just guard anybody, and when Derrick Jones Jr. became Scottie Pippen. I have no idea when this happened, but they've been guarding people really well. Yes, I agree with you. Kyrie is the X factor, but same thing I said about the Timberwolves when it comes to Jamal Murray. Now, granted, Kyrie Irving is a much better player than Jamal Murray, even though people be acting like Jamal Murray, Kyrie Irving. A lot of people do. I'm not one of those people that has ever subscribed to that. But they do have bodies to throw at. Kyrie. You got Jaden McDaniels. Mike Conley will try his best. You have Ed. You got Nikhil, Alexander Walker. So you have people to throw at him. And I think that last series, obviously because the Thunder only had one big, so they could kind of dominate the glass as in the Mavericks. They won't have that same advantage against the Timberwolves. Like, it's different, coming in the paint or trying to get boards against just Chet and shit, whoever else, if Chet is out the game, than it is on Naz Reid, Cat, and Rudy Gobert. Like, that's 30 rebounds in theory between them three. So yeah, I'm going Minnesota to win the series in 6. But this is gonna be a great Western Conference Finals. It's probably been one of the better Western Conference Finals that we've had in a good while. So yeah.
On a show note, Dan has requested both of y'all presents. Do y'all have a couple minutes or no?
Yeah.
You do? Okay. Okay. Marion, do you have a couple minutes or you got? I know you got kids.
Yeah, I got a few.
That's a few. Okay.
But
who do you got in these West Conference Finals?
Give me Minnesota in 6. I mean, realistically, looking at these two teams, I would want a game 7 out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because watching Minnesota in that game 7 and them performing like that, you would want that. But I'm gonna say them in 6. I think that if Kyrie does have a great series, I think that they'll be better to watch. I mean, obviously you love seeing Kyrie go off, but I don't think that's gonna make the difference. Like, if he has a great series, I don't think everybody else is gonna be on as well. Like, PJ Washington might come back down to earth. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Like, series to series, these type of players, you just don't know what you're getting from them. The same thing that just happened in the last series. It's like, oh damn, PJ is hooping. That shit could go all the way out the window. It's a whole different matchup. You're not used to playing against somebody that's gonna talk to you like Ant, and that shit count when you hooping. Like, you playing basketball, it's a different energy on the other side. That shit matters like a lot. I do think Rudy Gobert probably got some confidence. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of those guys got a lot of confidence having Ant there.
You do not like Rudy Gobert.
I really don't, bro. I don't
not like Rudy Gobert.
The reason why though is because like I want to, because I think that he could be a great player. A lot of times he just does not. He acts like he forgets how tall he is, forget that he can hoop. And when he's on, it's like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. We just don't. That shit just don't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna like him, more than I do. But I think he got some confidence, from that series and shit. So moving forward, give me them in 6.
Bank, quickly give your opinion, and we'll bring my ridiculous cousin
I'm
in.
so glad that I took my chill edible, fam. Because I already feel like it's about to be a lot of bullshit that come out this man's mouth as soon after that graphic pull up. Oh man, I'm so glad. Hey, I've said it on this show. I'll say it again. If Luka is who we say he is, this should go 7. If Kyrie is who we know he is, this should go 7. I feel like this has to be real scary hours from those two in order for this series to go 7. And I do believe that that is going to happen too. And the NBA will love it. So Minnesota will win. But
In 7.
this will be in 7. And it's going to be a classic NBA playoff series, Western Conference Finals.
That paper on display, haters old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna